What up, y'all? This is Jamba here with another, video. Had some tacos. So this guy here, is King Riches. I've been following King Riches for a bit. Shout out to King Riches. Shout out to FitXFearless. I've reacted to one of his videos yesterday, I believe. Um, I'm not sure. So this I found this to be interesting because I didn't know about the relationship between King Riches and FitX, if they did have one, if they collabed before. They kind of inhabit a very, very similar space, right? Because King Riches does a lot of stuff about dating and women and men, and I like a lot of his takes, and really, to King Riches, he's a guy who's been in the space for a long time, and I don't think has truly got his due. Um, and he has, yeah, 93,000 subscribers, almost 100,000. So he's been really, doing some big things, and so yeah, shout out to him. Big guy, does boxing and all that. So yeah, a British guy. Yeah, British. I believe from London somewhere. But so I found this to be interesting because it says FitX Fearless has no game. So this is gonna be King Rich's reacting to FitX Fearless's infield videos of him going up and talking to women. And I was gonna watch it just on my own, but I figured, I might as well just watch it with y'all, right? So this is gonna be a reaction to a reaction's reaction, right? Inception style.
Approaching girls. He's a guy out here giving other guys advice, telling them how they're messing up. There's a lot of these guys on the internet. They'll come out like they know everything about girls, everything about women, but you don't never see them with girls. You never see them talking to any women. Now, someone like me, who I've shown you examples of me talking to different types of women, young, old, black, white, in field, on my own podcast show, etc., etc. I'm quite skeptical when I come across these guys on YouTube. I think they talk a lot of crap. But anyway, FitX Fearless, he's done a video where he's showing his talents out there talking to women, and in this video he's basically teaching you guys, not me, he's teaching you guys how to keep a conversation going. So let's see how he
He
does.
said, "Not me." Um, okay.
Well, you so you're working here, right?
Yeah.
How long you been doing this?
I've been doing this since August of 2020.
Okay. So what made you get into the jewelry selling business?
So I actually used to live in New York, and
Now here's what I will say before he gets into his. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he's going to have some criticisms just by judging by the title. Um, Game and talking like it's always going to be criticism from man to man. So for example, if you were to show me a dating coach's phone conversation or the transcripts of him talking to a woman, generally speaking, is probably going to look cringy to me. So everything from another man's perspective is always going to look cringy. Game from one, it's always going to look dumb. You can always criticize, and like, for example, let's say if I go up to a woman and I compliment her sweater. Most men are going to be like, "Oh man, you complimented her sweater? Oh man, you a simp." it but if I end up going on a date with that woman later that day or later that week, and I ended up, making her my girlfriend or sleeping with her or whatever, then technically me complimenting her sweater worked, right? So even like I'm skeptical of just the process. I'm trying to get my phone charged, my laptop charger right. I'm skeptical, this is not to King Richard specifically, but just of criticizing another person's game, because again, you don't know if the game worked until it actually worked, right? I mean, unless like, a man gets her number or whatever. Where's my okay? Plug this in. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing this.
I had a corporate job, and in Manhattan, there's like a lot of like up and coming designers, and I would go.
And because the face is blurred, we can't see the expression on her face. We can't see if she's happy, if she's excited, if she's giving him, like the choosing eye signals and all that. So this is like, even in this setting, is really kind of difficult to really see if this thing is working or not. You know what I mean?
Was in the fashion industry.
This guy FitX Fearless is on the shorter side. I think he's like 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", one of them. And obviously he's a guy that goes to the gym, so he got a bit of muscle in him. He's decided to come out in a leather shirt. It looks like it's a leather short sleeve shirt, and he's wearing very, very tight jeans. Personally, that's not something I would ever put on, but to each his own.
Right.
The time has come.
Oh,
Two
that.
larger life legends collide.
Oh boy. Okay, we're back. Yeah. So at least uh, uh, King Richards is admitting that, yeah, to each their own. Like everyone is going to have their own different processes and different, So yeah, I'm more than likely probably wouldn't wear that either. But I'm a very casual fucking dude. But anyways, let's dig
I
into
interned for Versace.
Oh
So I
wow.
would always just be curious, and I would be like, okay, how are people doing this? Because there would be a lot of street fairs in New York. There's like a lot of them. And I finally went up to someone and I'm like, how are you here? Like, what did you do to be here? And she's like, all you have to do is get your street vendor license and then find vendors and you can resell. And I
So
looked into it and that's how I did it.
What made you move from New York to here though?
The weather, I love the weather.
Oh, okay. So how long you been in Miami?
I've been here since 2017.
now, contrary to what I was saying earlier, one thing I've understood is if a woman is not asking you any questions and it's just you employing the questions and her just answering the questions with no type of rhythm back of, yeah, well, where you from? I'm from so and so. Where about you? Where are you from? Oh yeah, I'm from blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But your thing look really nice. Oh yeah, which one do you like? Like you see how like when you if you don't have like some of that back and forth, like here it seems as though he's trying to. I guess I'm doing the whole thing I said not to do, and that's judging another person's quote unquote game. So let me just shut up and allow King Richards to say his shit, right? Where am I? Here we go.
Okay. And you prefer it more than New York?
I love the weather here. I love New York. When it comes to business, New York is like somewhere where you're going to grow faster. But I really just love the weather. I'm all about the weather and like work-life balance. And I feel like Miami, you can have so much fun.
Let's see if she actually asks him a question. Let's see.
Mm.
So yeah, but
So
I think eventually I might have to move back just because business is faster in New York.
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm somebody new here. I'm just trying to figure out what to do for fun. Like, what since you've been here so long, what do you usually do for fun?
So you see how he had to. Okay, damn. I guess I just got to throw all that. Listen, yo. I guess all that shit I said earlier about judging people's games out the window. I'm not even really necessarily judging his game because I used to do this shit. And do I? Yeah, I don't really approach women like that, like I fucking used to, like in my 20s and shit. But you see how he had to mention and put himself in the conversation of, well, what I like to do is, even though she never asked. And I'm not even saying that FitXFearless is not a guy who gets women. I'm pretty sure that he does, right? This is just one. This guy, I believe he lives in Miami, so he's probably approaching women pretty often. So, um, and he's filming it, so he's probably trying to make something work out of this. I'm pretty sure he doesn't film the majority of him approaching women because you can never really tell when a woman is going to just appear that you're interested in, right? So,
Well, what do you like to do for fun?
oh, here we go.
I'm more of that adventure
So now she's asking, okay, good. So this is an indication that she is probably somewhat interested in him at the very least. Okay. So good.
type, right? I like to do just fun activities, stuff that involves me being physical.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I'm so boring. Like I like to go to the beach. I would say I don't even know. I know when I first moved here, I joined like the app. Like I went on.
This conversation is boring, bruv. I'm not even trying to hate on this guy, yeah, but this conversation is boring. As I've said already, you lot have seen me on video outside talking to random strange women, bro, like strange girls and that. And like my conversations don't sound like that. When I talk to these women, they know that I'm interested in them. I find them attractive. You get what I'm saying? And boom, like that's it really. Like I don't go into no long talk about where you come from, where you go, where you coming from, Cotton Eye Joe. Nah, my conversations ain't like that, fam. Really and truly, a conversation like this, you're gonna friend zone yourself.
Bumble for like Bumble BFF, and I met a whole bunch of people there, and then we just like.
Well, King Richards, it depends on what your aesthetics is. I think in his case, he can get away with having a relatively boring conversation because he does fit like a moniker. He's jacked and so I don't think he has to worry about just it being friend zone like that. It really depends on your aesthetic. King Richards has a slightly different aesthetic. Obviously, he has like the locks and the dreads, and he's also pretty built. He has like the like the fucking accent and shit. So he has a lot of things kind of going for him. We just talking about two different similar but two different kind of aesthetics here. So
Do different things. But I mean, I feel like Miami can be like all kinds of like active. I'm just really bored. I literally just like go into my pool. I have my pool in my building, but I go to the beach a lot.
Okay.
I used to bike ride, but then I realized Brooklyn's not like safe to bike ride because I was run over by a car once.
Oh wow.
And I was like, okay.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I think that this chick is probably very mid. Very, very, very mid. And therefore, it's going to be an easy target, an easy person to talk to because she's probably not going to be, quite.
She might. Here's the thing, though, King Richards. She might be mid enough, but we're only looking at her. At her, we're looking at her. We're not seeing her face, so you can say that she's probably mid, and she might be mid. But the thing about it is that just by her being, I can just tell by her shape that she is an above average woman in the sense that she's not a fat girl. Like she probably has a decent body, so um, we can, we can look. She might be meant to maybe your standards, but generally to most men, I think that she'd be pretty attractive. I can. We're only saying this again. I'm only saying this based off of just her body.
Arrogant or have a big ego and stuff like that. Bro, like this doesn't really showcase nothing really. He's just asking a barrage of questions, some interrogation, and it's boring, bro. I understand that when you talk to women, more time you're gonna let them do most of the talking, yeah. But you want the conversation to be fun. You want to throw some jokes in there. You want it to be entertaining, bro. Like this conversation is just dead.
Okay, it's not like the same, it's not safe, but downtown has like the, what is it, like the Bayside Park and stuff.
Also, his arms are folded. That is a defensive body language. That shows that, you're not trying to be open, you're not welcoming. It's actually a sign of protection. You're protecting yourself.
Okay.
They go to like the Muscle Beach.
I think that's a bit of an over analyzation. But also too, here's the thing about the whole whether the conversation can be boring or not. It takes the other person to make the conversation entertaining as well. He initiated, and if she's just a boring person, then more than likely the conversation is going to be boring. So we can't always just put the onus of the conversation being entertaining solely on the man. It goes both ways. If you have a movie scene with a great actor, but he's in a scene with another actor who's flat, then the scene is more than likely going to be flat. In order to have a good scene with two, it's like the Batman scene of him and the Joker. It's like Christian Bale was a great actor and Heath Ledger was a great actor, so therefore the scene was great. But if you have a scene where one guy is being flat and the other guy is trying his best, it's going to be flat. So oftentimes us men, we put a lot of onus on ourselves to make shit happen as if all of I just think that's a little bit silly.
South Beach.
Yeah, I've been there.
Sports.
Yeah, I've been, but I don't want to just do that. Obviously. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go out at night, like, what do you want to do things during the day?
His arms are folded because he's just trying to have something. I don't know. He's not. I mean, it could be a subconscious thing to King Richard's point.
You're at night.
More during the day. I'm not a club person.
Yeah. There used to be like the Wharf, but the Wharf is not around anymore. I would say like Wynwood maybe.
What clubs do you go to? Like, have you been to any clubs here that you could recommend?
Yeah, I mean,
What I'll say is this. Here's to King Richard's point. Conversation shouldn't really be lasting this long. You should kind of go in. She asked you the question. She's giving you interest. You probably should try to get out of there. I don't really believe in having these just super prolonged conversations like these. I believe in going in there, chopping it up, doing what you got to do. Hey, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go to the boxing gym. I gotta go to. I gotta run home and run some errands or whatever. I'm on my way to my friend's house. Let me get your number and then I'm gonna skedaddle. Right? Put your number. Hey, here's my phone. Put your number in there. Maybe we could chop it up. What you doing later today? What you doing this week? This Saturday, this Thursday, we can go and maybe we can grab a drink. Blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. We're out. Bye. Have a hug. You out of there. Right? So, because a lot of this is just kind of like it's a little excessive.
and I like 11.
Obviously.
I like Space.
Okay.
What else? There's Marion. Have you been to Marion?
No.
Marion is like a dinner slash like.
And he's bored with this conversation too. We're all bored with this. I'm not bored with the analysis of it, but the conversation in of itself is a boring conversation.
Club. So it's
Okay.
nice to go for dinner because there's like an event that they do.
Okay.
There's Barroom in South Beach that I really like. My favorite ones.
Bruh, he has not made one joke He hasn't said any kind of indication that he fancies her. Like, this conversation is just boring and dead. And I'm sorry, bro. Like, for somebody who's a dating coach giving guys advice, telling them about what they should wear and how they should talk. And this guy even tells men that they need to grow their willies, bro. If you're gonna come out here and you're gonna
I've seen that. He has said that. I don't know how you can realistically do that. You know what I'm saying? But I have seen him say,
make yourself out to be some dating guru, yeah, and you've got all the answers and you know what it takes to get bad bees, bro. Like, you need to be doing better than this. I'm sorry, bro. Like, this is just an interrogation. You might as well be the feds, because this is not good. You're not building any attraction here. I've shown you lot examples of me out there talking to random women, bro. Like, yeah, and listen, just go watch the tapes. I had to fast forward because this conversation was just so boring.
What was your name again?
Kesley.
Kesley.
Yeah.
I'm Bismarck.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, I gotta get going.
Good
Thank
luck.
you. My name is Bismarck.
did he get the wait? Did he hold on? Wait. Did he get the girl's number? I wish he wouldn't have fast forwarded, because maybe I don't know. Well, here's what I would say. If he got the number, okay, good, I guess. If he didn't get the number, then I will give FitXFearless credit for not just showing off the successes, but also showing off the losses. So I got to give credit where credit's due.
I know that girl was mid because he didn't even try and get the Instagram or nothing. Just a pointless conversation leading.
Sorry, I keep on pausing it and playing it. That was a call from my uncle. He was calling to ask me about my new comedy show, and maybe I'll post about my new comedy show. I gotta do a stand up in Pasadena at the Ice House next Saturday at 4:30. In case you gave a shit. All right, let's hold on. We run a little bit.
Thank you. My name is Bismarck.
That's how I know that girl was mid, because he didn't even try and get the Instagram or nothing. That's a pointless conversation leading to nowhere. I understand, you know, you're trying to show guys how to talk to women, but bro, like a dating coach guru, why are you going to go and approach women that are mid? Surely you would approach women that are bad bees. Like,
well, there's not that many bad bees out there. Number one. So you don't have to be a bad bee in order for a man to find that woman attractive, right? Especially a guy like this. This guy probably doesn't get, like, he doesn't more than likely get 10s and 9s super often. He probably does every so often, but not super often. But he probably does get attractive girls that, you know, just like normal. Maybe he has rotation or so, because he's in good shape. He probably makes good money. So I don't think that he only should attract or only should approach bad bees. I get King Richards' point, but you know, most dating coaches, when they do approach, are not only approaching 9s and 10s, because in order to get your game on point, you got to be able to approach a wide variety of women, right?
what are we doing?
What's your name?
My name is Susie.
Susie? Where are you from?
Nice to meet you. Well, I'm from Utah. I'm just visiting.
Utah. What brought you to Miami?
Just visiting. I needed some time off, you know.
This girl has no curves.
Okay.
Is this guy just moving to the most basic chicks he can find, bro? Like, what is going on? When I do my approach videos, I don't look for the most basic women I can find to go and approach them so I can have a high success rate. Bro, no, I move to things that mans will want to move to.
I had lots of stress. So.
A lot of stress. So Miami's a place of de-stress?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Oh, yeah? How long are you here for?
It was about 4 days more.
You came by yourself?
Yes.
To Miami? That's
yes,
crazy.
I did.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, I just needed some time to think.
My man came with the open waistcoat, like cotton waistcoat thing with the D&G belt and the short, bruh, like.
Okay. So what do you do?
For like a living?
Yeah.
I work at a pharmacy right now.
I will say he don't really be making jokes, but I don't know. I think that, you know, some guys don't really need to make all the jokes, because sometimes when you do too much jokes and when you go over that, you tend to be a little bit of a gesture, you know. So sometimes, like in this guy's case, sometimes he doesn't need to do all that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm a pharmacy tech. So, yeah. I mean, that's not where I want to stay, but I don't know what I want to do. So I've been thinking about that a lot recently.
Where else have you been aside from Miami?
That's a date question. He is asking. Okay, I can see King Richards at this point. I didn't agree with King Richards when he was talking about the whole curves and all that because again, this could be his speed. I mean, why approach women where you would have a low success rate with when you can approach women maybe where you feel like you have a better success rate? That just makes sense. It's like, but yeah.
Let's see, Colorado, Las Vegas, Vermont. But I think that's about it.
You're a travel girl. It takes a lot of confidence to go to a new city.
Yeah, I mean,
That
this
you
is
don't
my
know.
first time in Miami.
I find it weird that he has to blur out the woman, but he doesn't have to blur out the other people because there's like kids and shit. I never really understood that.
You've been here with friends before by yourself?
With friends.
Okay.
That's a weird question. Like I can see that kid's face, but how come it's okay? I can see that kid's face, but I can't see her face.
Usually, it's my first time going out by myself, actually.
Okay. So what have you done?
This guy has not made any kind of like entertaining dialogue at all, bro. Tell her like even a little bit of a joke. I know some of you guys are gonna be like, oh yeah, you've got to be stoic. And look how this other guy, look how this other guy in the white t-shirt and red shorts. Look how he's looking at him, bro.
Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, that's the last time I'm gonna pause. I promise. What happened was I ate these these popcorn, and my fingers got all cheddary. And when my fingers get all kind of cheddary, like I have like this weird fixation, and I can't, my fingers can't be sticky or powdery, so I had to wash my hands, y'all. I had to wash my hands, but we're back. All right.
That is funny, bro.
And that was exciting this time.
Well, like I said, I don't really have any crazy plans. I'm just trying to relax and think. So.
Relax and think from Utah? That's crazy.
I guarantee that this chick is not all that, bro. I'm just being real. Like,
Yeah, man.
all I see
You
is fried eggs and pancakes. Yeah, fried egg and pancake. She's probably excited that this guy's coming to talk to her. Like, she's probably mid, bro. Like, I'm just being real, and I'm not trying to hate on this guy, but this is what I think.
Just life, I guess, right? You have to get away from where you usually are. Change the scenery.
Is the ice cream good? That's helping you relax?
Yes, it is actually.
That's dope. Okay. So what are you doing later today?
Nothing.
That was his only joke. That ice cream is helping you relax. That was his joke. Like, she laughed as well. I guess it worked. It landed in it. She laughed. Like,
it don't take that much, bro.
These mushrooms make you feel better. They increase focus and energy while keeping you calm
and he's attracted to him. And you don't need a whole lot. Like this is a guy who doesn't look. There's a reason why most fucking comedians are not pretty boys. Most comedians are not dudes who are jacked and. The funniest comedians are often fucking skinny or they're fat or they got a fucking beer belly or they look like Adam Sandler or they got a big nose, they got a skinny neck. It's because they got to be funny. If you fucking jack like this and you look good, you got a crisp hairline and you look like you ain't got to be fucking funny, man. Like the fuck? Now it helps if you're funny, but you ain't got to be funny, bro. It is what it is.
Probably gonna go out and eat somewhere.
By yourself?
Yeah,
that's a pretty boring life.
Supposed to do?
Wow.
Is it because I'm by myself? I'm not supposed to do anything.
No, I think you can have a good time. It's kind of lonely, don't you think?
It can get, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a good time with myself, I guess. I make myself laugh. It's a little crazy, but I think I'm funny.
You okay?
So.
Okay.
That's how I know this girl's mid. She's going out places on her own, bruv.
Yeah.
So you don't have no guys trying to take you out, or you ain't got no friends that you can go out with. You go places on your own. Like you're in Miami of all places, bro. Miami. And you go out on your own, bruv. Nah, man, this girl's mid.
Yeah. He's right, because if you attractive, you ain't even gotta be very attractive, but usually you're gonna have something like even when and there was a girl who visited LA. She was from Germany. Cute girl, little, cute girl. But when she got here, she found some, even though she didn't have a lot of friends here, she found some friends, you know what I'm saying? She found some friends, and not just female, for obviously some male friends, but when they travel, it's like they will be able to find and find. But this girl might not be social. I mean, but she,
I won't keep it too long. I gotta get going. But Susie, right? Okay, we should hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah?
case I'm in town for more days. I've got a lot going on, so.
Okay. I'm gonna get your number.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes. You're gonna.
Yeah, well done. You got the number still. And you didn't talk to her for a million years like you talked to the other one.
Right.
You don't need to talk to these girls for too long. If you're approaching them, yeah, you don't need to talk to them for that long, fam.
No, you do.
Man be talking for way too long and that, bro. Like, nah. The girl already knows if she likes you or not, bro. Don't waste your time having some mad, like, autobiography conversation, and then at the end she's gonna tell you she's got a boyfriend, or she's only gonna give you Instagram so you can be her fan.
Yeah.
Ladies, how you guys doing today?
We're good. How are you?
Oh, we got some chocolate. We got some chocolate. Let's see how this pans out.
Wait, what's your name?
Steph.
And
Rihanna.
Oh, these girls are from the UK. They're from, okay, let's see how this is gonna go, because we all know girls from where I live are notoriously difficult to talk to, but they are on holiday, so they may be up and open to talking to man. Let's see.
Okay. Where you guys from?
London.
London?
Yeah.
Who brought you to Miami?
Holiday.
Holiday, yeah.
Holiday.
A free holiday to the holiday, yeah.
How you guys liking it?
It's good.
I don't want to be biased because they're black women. It's gonna sound fucked up. I can tell these women are not that. The first girl I think was probably the best looking out of all of them yet, and the second girl was probably I could just tell that she was just but these girls are not. I could just.
Good. It's fun.
Yeah?
It's really fun.
And what have y'all done so far?
Nothing.
Nothing. Y'all at the beach now. It's beautiful.
No, we've been at the beach. We've been eating all the food.
I went jet skiing.
We went jet skiing. And stuff like that.
How long you guys here for?
Till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Only 3 days.
What?
It's a pre-holiday.
Yeah, we're going to.
So y'all flew like 8 hours away to spend 3
But we're
days.
going Miami. I mean, great.
going-
To
we're going
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
So how long y'all on vacation for?
10
10
days.
10 days. Okay. Where else y'all going aside from Jamaica?
That's it. You know, annual leave is only a certain amount of
Yeah.
time. You only got how many days up?
Did you know you can become a better guitar player by
I know one of these days, y'all.
simply changing your mindset?
I just don't.
You just need to change how you see yourself.
I want to pay
and you're
YouTube.
Okay.
Whatever the YouTube unads, whatever that's called. I just don't think about it.
These girls are being talkative, but this is literally because they're on holiday. FitXFearless, I would challenge you to come to London and try to approach women and use your technique.
I know.
Tell
The
me.
best?
The best? What about London girls is different?
I'm not glad. There's not that much.
There's
for
not
us.
much.
Have you guys experienced American guys?
You American guys are lit. I'm
Oh.
so sorry. From what we've experienced here,
I like the way that American guys are more forward.
yeah,
Like
London guys are
American
whack.
guys are like they're down to be obsessed with their babes.
Yeah.
London guys are always like, oh, like that's bare gay, bro. That's bare
That's bare
Nikki. Like
gay.
I'm
Like,
not doing
what's
that. I'm
that?
not gonna do that.
The UK guys are not simping, bruv. She said that the American guys are way more obsessed over their girl. I believe that man is meant to worship the Most High God. You're not meant to worship the woman you're with. Do you get what I'm saying? You shouldn't be obsessed by the woman you're with.
Both of y'all
American
single?
guys, yeah, they'll be like, I love that girl. And I'm like, I'm here for it.
How y'all experienced that quickly? That y'all ain't being
No, but they're just like, they'll come up to you and be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful.
You would never hear that in London.
Like, they'll just be like, oh, like, can I chat to you? Like,
Yeah, no, the guys that you don't like probably say things like that to you and you're not interested. It's only the guys that you really want them to say.
I'm not really a club guy, as you can see. I'm like into fitness, so I don't really go out. Anyway, I gotta get going. It was nice talking to y'all.
Nice talking to you as well.
What is y'all Instagrams? Okay. It was nice talking to y'all.
Same to you.
In my critique, I think that he asks a lot of questions in an interrogation.
Yeah, I mean, I look, man. Questions are going to be a part of, and watch his stuff if you want to dig in more, because King Richards is a great content creator. But questions are always going to be a part of the process to a certain degree. But I don't know. I think that even me going in and trying to critique, it's silly, because you're when you're in the moment, you're in the moment trying to talk to somebody, and it's never gonna quite be up to snuff when you're watching it from a bird's eye view. I just thought this was. I just want to check this out, and I found this to be interesting, because I'm watching a little bit more FitX stuff, just kind of in passing, and I've been at least ever so often might catch King Richards lives or whatever. So, anyways, Like and subscribe.